Why was a client feeling the effects of working out without actually working out? He wanted the motivation and the determination, the discipline to go back to the gym. So in hypnosis, we took him in his mind to the gym in a happy, confident way. This happiness brought him through the gym doors to his favorite workout stations and just had him go through the movements in his mind of working out. Now, the funny thing about this story is that the next day he messaged me and he said that he couldn't believe it because his arms were actually sore from just mentally working out. So this sent me on a little bit of a deep dive about understanding what was happening here. If you're new to hypnosis, you're going to find lots of hypnosis here. You're going to find affirmations, you're going to find meditations. But the biggest thing on this channel is the motor imagery that we get into. Now, in hypnosis, we are imagining a lot of things. We imagine our workouts, we imagine form, and we go into moving through the workout all the way to the end. Now, this doesn't take half an hour. This is in your mind, so things are moving a little faster than that. But basically, you are creating a mental image of yourself moving through the form that you wish through what we call motor imagery. You probably didn't realize this, but many of the top athletes have personal hypnotists who help them move through the movements that they wish to go through during their sport. So today in this video, we're going to break down the science that's happening of visualization for strength and how we don't have to be a top athlete to really make use of this visualization technique. So what is motor imagery? What is hypnotic visualization? Number one, big one here, hypnosis. This is a heightened state of focus where distractions fade away and your attention narrows. This is not about clucking like a chicken. You're not going to do that here. This is about being highly focused, having an objective in mind, and moving towards that objective while relaxed. Number two, visualization. Mentally rehearsing a movement, whether it be visualized or sensory. Remember, not all of us can visualize things, right? There's a huge spectrum of who can really visualize and who doesn't really see anything in their mind. And that's okay. Seeing or feeling yourself perform it perfectly, or moving through the correct movements, feeling that confidence, building all kinds of emotional attachments to that confidence, right? You want to feel good about yourself. You want to be proud of yourself. Together, they engage both your mind and your nervous system, right? Priming your body as if you were actually performing the movement. So I'm going to just quickly go through some of the science behind it, and I'm going to link to the journals below in the description if you want to look more into it. So motor imagery, that comes up again. Motor imagery studies. Research shows that mental rehearsal activates many of the same neural pathways as the physical execution of those movements. That's why my client felt like they had gone to the gym the next day. When they've had studies with EMG activity, even without moving, small electrical signals fire in the muscles during vivid visualization. In one study, participants who only imagined lifting increased their strength up to 22% compared to the 30% in those who trained physically. It's not a huge difference in percentage, right? And one is just doing it visually and one is actually doing it physically. Brain adaptation. This is a fun one. So the hypnotic visualization that you go through, again, whether it's visual or sensory, just knowing, feeling, reinforces the motor cortex's map of your movements, improving coordination, speed, and muscle recruitment. So why does hypnosis make it more powerful, right? Hypnosis deepens your focus, remember, making mental rehearsal more vivid and realistic. So if you're just talking to me or out there talking to anybody, you are in what we call the beta brainwave. And when you are in hypnosis, you're using your alpha and theta brainwaves. We don't want you to go to delta because then you'll be asleep. But those deeper brainwave states help you open up your mind. The mind is more open then to making changes at that deeper level. We have less mental chatter, and those yeah buts don't really get in the way at that point. So how do we do this? I mean, besides listening to a video, how do I work with people in fitness to help them make these changes? Including, might I add, myself, who is into pickleball, CrossFit, and just feeling better and better every single day. So we, number one, get relaxed, right? You sit quietly. If you're in a space to do so that's safe to do so, you close your eyes, you breathe slowly, focusing on your breath. You set the scene, right? Picturing the exact gym or environment you'll be training in. See and feel the movement. Imagine a barbell. The texture of the weights, the sound of the weight. Now, I'm just focusing on weights right now, but this goes across everything to do with fitness. Using perfect form. In your mind, every rep is smooth, controlled, powerful, and you reinforce with emotion. Feel the pride and satisfaction as if you've already completed the set. So I want to be very clear here, right? Combining it with physical training. Visualization doesn't replace physical training, but it enhances it. Use it during recovery, between sets, or on days you can't train. It's also valuable for injury rehabilitation, keeping your neural pathways active while the body heals. So there you go. Hypnotic visualization, motor imagery, is one of the fastest ways to sharpen your mind-body connection.